Hey guys, welcome to Friday evening. I'm making dinner and doing laundry. Mom life. Tonight for dinner, I'm going to be using this mild curry spice paste. I actually had this back in New York. We brought it all the way across the country. I didn't want to waste it because it's really good. I've traditionally used it in dal, which is an Indian lentil dish, but there's a recipe on the back of here that I've been dying to try because I'm like, that looks good. I usually don't like curry sauce in a jar, but most of the ingredients I'm actually adding myself. So I'm adding tomatoes, I'm adding the coconut milk, I think I'm adding onions. I have to read the recipe again. I'm adding the chicken, so I feel like it's gonna be a little fresher. I usually don't like the kind of like canned, jarred taste of a lot of curry sauces, but this one, I have high hopes for it. Also, I think it may be from Europe because it has kind of weird things on it, like, not the way American things are labeled. I actually used to find this in San Francisco at an Indian market because a lot of recipes call for it, but I don't know if there's like an American company or a company that really serves America that makes this. So you usually have to get it from Amazon or something. But if you do have an Indian food market near you, they probably will have this and it'll probably be a better price. So welcome to the kitchen with the weird lighting. The lighting is so weird in here because it has these old fluorescent lights. I'm asking Mark if he could switch the lighting in here, just because these fluorescent lights just like feel weird. It just feels like institutional. So I was gonna have Mark put in some of the, they're actually pretty easy. These like screw in LEDs. You don't even have to like tear apart the ceiling really, which is nice. So this is, actually we ate it all. This was our beans on toast. I'm gonna clean this up. This was lunch. One of our favorite lunch meals is beans on toast. So always, every time we have it, it's like they eat it all, which some of our lunches, like tuna and this and that, they don't eat all of it, but they love this meal. You know how you have like one pan that you use for everything? This is it. I don't know where I got this. Maybe Granny gave it to me. I don't know. It's like this Cuisinart. I don't know what it is, but it's good for everything. Also, I'm going to put on my apron. I think I got this from eBay. It was from a website. It's called Batshevka. I think that means Bathsheba in Hebrew maybe, but it was like a collab with Laura Ashley. And so there's all these cool fabrics, but from the website, it was kind of expensive. So I think I just got it off of eBay for a better deal, but it's so cute. You probably could find some of them. It's kind of weird, but cute. I think I accidentally added a K. It's actually Bathsheba and Laura Ashley, but it's a really cool website. They have beautiful dresses there. I haven't ever gotten any because I think they're a little bit expensive, but lots of inspiration. I want to sew one day, and so I get a lot of inspiration from the website. So on the back of this jar, it says you need an onion, you need ginger, you need 4 chicken breasts. I'm gonna double this, so I'm gonna double everything. 200 grams chopped tomatoes, 400 milliliters of coconut milk, and fresh coriander. So I have all those things. I got them at the store. So I'm gonna try and then half a jar of the sauce. So since we're doubling it, we're gonna use the whole jar. But this is mostly like spices. So I think that's, you don't have to have all the spices, and really good, authentic restaurant-ish taste, which is why I love it. I realized I never told you what it's called. It's called Patak's, the original mild curry paste. First things first is the hard part, the onions. I always cry. Cutting it the way my mama always told me to. Ooh, it's making me cry. Onion 2. I thought I was gonna make it, but then on onion 2, I started losing it. Uh-oh, I hear Netta. She's up from her nap, so I'm gonna pause onion and go get her. Give Netta a bottle. She'll be very happy for that. She still likes bottles. I know I need to probably wean her off because she's almost 2, but a little bit of comfort isn't bad, right? She still nurses a little bit too. Hi, Pippi. We have this mosquito net because otherwise she just jumps right out of bed. There you are, Pippi. Did you have a good sleepies? Come see Mama. Come see Mama. Come, Pippi. Oh, sweet girl. Sweet girl, you want your baba? There, let's have your baba. Come. Baba. Wanna go downstairs? Yeah? Yes, you do. Come on. Who's downstairs? Do you have friends downstairs? it's your friends. They're doing some projects or something. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, funny. Okay, round two. I think that's the hardest thing of being a mother is that you're constantly like being interrupted. Like it's like, okay, I'm just gonna do this thing. It's hard to get that thing done because everybody else needs something done. So, okay, resuming with the onion. Did give me a break from crying though, so that was nice. Still stuck together. So. Next is my fresh ginger. Fresh ginger is always a pain. I've tried before to freeze it. You can freeze it and then just grate it, which is helpful, but I didn't do that. So I'm gonna have to cut the fresh ginger just the way it is. It's hard, but I mean, fresh ginger is just so good. It's worth all the extra effort. It's a little knobby. Hard to cut around because you don't really want that hard, rough skin, but you don't want to waste anything either. So it's kind of a careful game you have to play here. This is Naomi. She taught me this. She said Nick DiGiovanni, I guess, does it like this. Just kind of rock the knife over your ginger. Helps it, make it smaller, which is nice. You don't want a big, giant chunk of ginger, right? Almost there. It's pretty finely chopped. You want to carefully clean off your knife when you've got all your ginger. I like putting things in little bowls so that they're ready. It's pretty in the black bowl. Then I'm going to chop up these beautiful tomatoes that we got at Trader Joe's. They're Roma tomatoes. Are you showing me a thing? That's nice. Get the little stem out. Then just the rest of the tomato is good. Just chop it up. Just dice it. Ran out of bowls, so I'm using a bread pan. And tomatoes are all ready. Get my little stash of things over here, ready to cook. So next, I'm gonna take care of all this chicken. I need to put it in little chunks, so I've just had it ready in the fridge. So kind of bite-sized pieces. I'm actually gonna sear it. Marc always used to sear the chicken when he used to make the Jamie Oliver curry, and this kind of reminds me of the Jamie Oliver curry. I'm hoping it's like that. We love that. This is just a little simpler because the jar kind of helps you out a little bit, but same ingredients almost. So I'm excited about that. The Jamie Oliver curry had curry leaves in it, which is those are hard to find too. So all these things are hard to find, but worth it. Definitely worth it. Marc always was so good at cutting up meat. I'm not as good at it, but I think I can figure it out. The right knife makes a big difference, and Marc's been really good about sharpening our knives, which is good for cutting meat, but also good for cutting your hands, so you need to be very careful. Very, very careful. Always keep your fingers out of the way. All done. Chopped up our chicken into chunks. Voila. When she's done, kids are doing Starfall. I love this because it actually helps teach them to read. Look, it's Gus the dog, Netta. You don't like Gus the dog? I'm sorry. First things first, I'm going to sear the chicken with a little bit of avocado oil and put a little bit of salt on it. Just helps give it a little bit of color to it. It's not cooking it, it's just kind of searing the outside. It gives it extra flavor. That's what my chef husband Marc taught me. He's always been better at cooking than me, but you know what? Gotta do what you gotta do. He's been working on the house, so I'm the cook. Actually, I have always cooked for the family, almost our whole marriage, just recently he's been like, oh, I have some time, I'll help you out. And I've been working on videos or whatever. But I've been doing less short form. I've been doing less TikTok and Instagram and so forth, which can be very time consuming. So I have more time for cooking, which is nice. But he's taught me a lot of things along the way. He had to cook in his house because, I don't know, if he wanted a meal, he had to cook it pretty much. I mean, his mom cooked a little bit, but not like my mom, like every meal. With like rain or shine, she always had a meal ready. So, yeah, so that I was spoiled, I guess. But now I've learned a lot about cooking with Marc because he's taught me a lot of things recently when he used to cook more. And so now I'm taking what I sort of learned along the way cooking kind of boring stuff for the family, and I'm cooking more exciting things now with Marc's wealth of wisdom at my disposal. So I'm just gonna put the chicken in there, let it kind of sizzle and sear. I think I need to cook it up a little bit. You want to listen for the sear. Just gonna sear these, kind of give them, turn them. Not worried about whether or not they're actually cooked, but just kind of give them some color on the outside. A little salt on there. Gives it. You don't want to add too much because there's salt in the curry paste, but or in the, a lot of the recipes. But just a little bit, just kind of infuses some flavor there. Most of our marriage, I've made what I call survival food. I made some more interesting things. But a lot of times I was so busy with homeschooling and music and all the things that I just didn't even have a chance to really branch out beyond just, survival food. So I made like lentil soup. I made, marinara sauce from the jar and added some meat to that, which is like no shame in any of that stuff. But now I'm, kind of inspired by what Marc did when he was cooking. And I'm like, you know what, let's branch out. Let's make some more exciting things. And it's more time consuming, but I think it's worth it. I think it's fun. The kids are enjoying it. And, Naomi's taken on a life of her own as far as her cooking goes. She's getting so good. She's inspiring me too. I learned things from Marc. I learned things from Naomi. Going beyond survival, going towards a slightly gourmet, right? What you doing, Netta? You funny. So now that these have kind of gained some color and a little extra flavor, I'm going to transfer them to a bowl and then work on the next batch. If you have a smaller family, you probably won't have to do the batch thing, but you have a big family, so lots of batching. So like I said, they're not cooked all the way, which is fine because we're actually going to cook them in the sauce. This is just kind of a flavor step, I guess is what you'd call it. There's a second batch of chicken. I'm just going to put a little salt in there. Mm-hmm. Netta wants a little granola bar action here. My dad brought these over. She sometimes just kind of plays with them, but sometimes she actually eats them. So I used to love these when I was a kid.
Mommy, I thought these Papa said Papa, but now
yeah, well, Papa let us eat them. That's nice of him. A little pre-dinner snack. Transferring batch after batch. We're almost done with our batches. Last batch. This is like my tiny fourth batch, so I'm excited to be done with the searing. Almost done.
You're a great cook.
Oh, thank you. I've learned from the best, right? Daddy and Naomi have taught me the ways, and a few cooking shows when I was a kid watching PBS.
I think we're probably already a good cook.
I don't know.
Never tried it.
That's maybe it. Maybe I just wasn't brave enough to try new things. There's always pasta, lasagna, lentils, and rice, lentil soup on repeat. Did make some chicken, some baked chicken. I did do some curries, but not quite like this. More like curry in a jar that we just stuck in the pot. I didn't have a lot of extra steps like this. So batch 4 is pretty much done. So I'm going to transfer it to the bowl, and then we get to start the fun part. The fun part is putting all this stuff we've seared and chopped and all those things together and turns into a curry. I also need to make some basmati rice. It's okay. So I'm going to start off by putting some avocado oil in the bottom of this pan, letting it get hot, and I'm going to put in the onions and kind of let them sear and saute a little bit. I love the smell of cooking onions in oil. Letting it heat up. You want it nice and hot. Okay, so it's hot, so I'm gonna add in those onions. That sound. The sizzly sound. Round. Smells so good. This is 2 onions because I'm doubling the recipe on the jar. The kind of curries I used to make were just a jar of curry sauce from Trader Joe's. All I did was put some boneless, skinless chicken thighs in, pour the jar curry sauce in there, and then right as it was almost done cooking, I'd put like some mixed stir-fry vegetables or something in there, and like it was done. You know, we called it curry chicken. It wasn't super bad for you, but it just had a lot of extra ingredients, and it wasn't as fresh as if you added components of the curry yourself. So that's kind of what I'm excited about this. Like we're adding the tomatoes, we're putting our own coconut milk in there, we're searing our chicken, we're adding our own onions. So I'm hoping it kind of has more of like, our own ginger. So just it feels slightly less processed. So our onions are good and cooked. I'm gonna put in our ginger too. Smells so good. Also gonna put in the mild curry paste. We're gonna put in the whole jar. My dad's here, so he's reading to the kids.
That's kind of like what, you know, yeah, same way. So
Wait, can we
very
have
good.
your Bible?
So which one?
So just gonna kind of comb that in there and let it. It really is a nice spice mix, whatever's in this spice paste. Very flavorful. Now we're going to add a scant half cup of water. That's what the recipe says. Just following recipe. I'll let it simmer. It says to cook that water until it's evaporated. I don't know why they had me do that, but that was kind of an interesting step, and it kind of helped get the paste from off the bottom of the pan. Smells amazing. Reading the recipe on the jar. Now it says to add in the chicken, and it says add the diced chicken, then you add in the tomatoes, ripple through with the coconut milk. That sounds very fancy, doesn't it? Okay, so we're gonna add the chicken. Here's our chicken, we're gonna add that in. It says to sear it. Oh, so it says sear it, but I don't know if you can actually sear it with this much chicken. That's why we pre-seared it. There we go. It's looking really good. That's a good flavor in here. Dad's reading the Bible to the kids.
And his nephew had a lot of sheep.
Now it's time for the tomatoes.
And then I'll go over here.
So this is really coming together so beautifully. It's like a feast for the eyes and hopefully also for the tummy. I'm not sure if this is going to taste good, but it's looking good so far. There's a lot of food, so that's good. We got a big family to feed. So now we're supposed to put in the coconut milk. I tasted a little bit of the curry powder or curry paste or whatever. I am so grateful that we got mild, because this is actually quite spicy even though it's mild. There's just a lot of, I don't even know what's in there. There's like coriander, let's see. So there's coriander, paprika, turmeric, cumin, spices, fenugreek, fennel, rapeseed oil, salt, maize, I guess that's maybe corn. Oh, maize flour, okay. Citric acid, tamarind, and yellow mustard powder, and garlic powder. But whatever's in there is very spicy. This is the kind of fun part. I love coconut milk. This is actually coconut cream. Marc kind of turned me onto it. And it's kind of richer. So I guess it probably has more fat in it. Probably a lot more fat. But do you remember like in the 90s when fat was bad for you? But now it's like good for you. It's like good for your brain and all that stuff. Even good for your metabolism, which is crazy. Who would have thought? When I was in the 90s, like, well, me in the 90s, I was kind of like a teenager. So I was like, I was like self-conscious and, didn't want to gain weight and so forth. So I ate those Snackwell cookies. I ate a whole box of the Snackwell cookies. The ones that have like no fat, fat-free. And I was like, why am I like gaining weight eating these Snackwell cookies? and they're just full of sugar and simple carbohydrates. And so now in I don't know, maybe 2015, I forget when it switched away from like, oh, fat-free may not be the best thing ever. Now, now it's like, oh, fat is good for you. So anyway, coconut cream it is. Marc likes this better than the coconut milk. Definitely more fat, but also just more body to it. We get this at Trader Joe's, but you can get coconut milk at Trader Joe's too. If for some reason, maybe for your diet, for some people, they don't want to have more fat just because of health. But some people are, you know, it doesn't matter. So if it doesn't matter, we like the coconut cream. Now we're supposed to simmer it for 15 minutes and then it's supposed to be ready. We're supposed to just garnish it with cilantro and serve it over basmati rice, which is what I'm going to do. While this is cooking for 15 minutes, I'm going to make some basmati rice. I'm putting in the salt for the basmati rice. So just making the Instant Pot. Marc and the kids are home. Kids had the stomach flu, so she's giving her some Gatorade. So I'm just doing some 6 minutes on the basmati rice.
You could do a lot of things.
Yeah.
You coloring?
Papa gave us these crayons in the book.
That's so nice. Enoch's helping with the cilantro that's going to go on top. Thank you, Enoch. Yay, it's ready. Did you guys try it?
My favorite. I tried a little bit.
You can put a little cilantro on top.
This is my
Getting out of some food. You looking at that? Okay, let's get you some chicken. Mommy's going to chop it up for you though, okay? Here we go. I don't think I'm going to give you too much of the sauce because it's a little bit spicy still. Marc's from Mauritius, so he knows about curries.
Jesus.
Amen. Good. So winner, winner, chicken dinner. You ready for food, baby? Don't want it to be too hot for your sweet mouth. You like it? Baby's a fan.
I am too.
So Marc said he liked it. You're having a second helping, huh? All right. So Marc's over there. He's all grinning over there. So that's good because he is a curry aficionado. So, good. Much better than like the fully pre-made curry jars.
Well, they just fresh.
It's a little fresh though. Happy times. Some of the kids are next door, some of us are here. But we're all eating.
Hey, I want to eat their time.
Well, first we're gonna have dinner before we do screen time, okay? You like the Carimo?
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Because I was being silly. Am I being a silly one?
Yeah.
Ice is life. Okay.
Big kids emerged. I'm having the curry now.
Chicken and rice. Separates.
Are you listening to music with Nene? Now that dinner's over, Marc is working on the flooring for the girls' room, and I'm gonna be doing some laundry.
Not you.
You showing your cool table saw out here.
Do this before it's too late.
Yes.
Save people.
The garage, or the other, I don't know, laundry room or whatever you call it. I guess it's like a garage. But we just have moving boxes and clothes and stuff in here. Yet to be organized. I'm gonna switch out the laundry. Got my clothes here. Put a lot of things in delicate bags, and if I want to hang them up, if they're delicate, I just put them in these bags. It helps some clothes last a little longer. This is where I'm hanging everything up. Here, and there's also like a little hanger section right there. It just helps keep everything newer looking for longer, which is nice. So I'll show you what Marc's doing. He's putting in some flooring. He can't do it too late because it's kind of loud and we don't want to bother the neighbors, but I'll show you what he's doing up there. This is Naomi's beautiful, Naomi and Anna's beautiful bedroom. So Naomi's kind of been the brainchild for the colors. This is the flooring. It's the flooring from Home Depot. It's 99 cents a square foot, which is a great deal. And so this is kind of a sage, right? Green. I forget what the color is. It's like bear. Yeah. And then this is Swiss coffee over here. And it's kind of a nice combination. He's gonna put some baseboards down, and this room's looking amazing. Yeah, Naomi and Anna are so excited.